Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome. Before we go any further, we kindly request you to support us by subscribing, liking and sharing. So we finished our first term on 7th of December. That's when we did our final exam, the qualifying exam. We finished that and we've been in a holiday. We are still in a holiday, and the holiday will end on the 10th of January. So from 11th, we're going to start our second term. They don't call it a semester here, they call it a term. In Japan, they call it a semester, but it's fine. So my friends have been asking me how my first term was. So I was like, okay, let me just make a video about it. Or maybe someone who is planning to apply to study postgraduate here might learn something from it. So my first term was 3 months. In Japan, the year is divided into 2 semesters, right? 6 months, 6 months. Here, it's divided into 3. So our first term is over for 3 months, 3 months, 3 months with short holidays in between. So we finished our final exam. That was the qualifying exam. If you're a student and you're planning to apply for the master's in radiation biology, you'll have to do the qualifying exam. I'll tell you more about that if you like. If it's your first time to see me, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I finished my undergraduate in Japan, that was 2020 August, and I joined the University of Oxford to do my master's in radiation biology. So in Japan, my undergrad was 4 years. Here, my master's is 1 year. Please have that in mind because it's going to explain everything I'm going to talk about. My master's here is 1 year. In Japan, master's is 2 years. But I didn't do a master's there. I'm doing a master's here. So, what was my major challenge? My major challenge, to be honest with you, was getting used to longer classes. What do I mean? I don't mean that we had long classes. I mean like from 9:30 to 6. No. I don't mean that. What I mean is that one class extending a little bit more. Having many classes in a day has never been my problem. Why? Because in Japan, I did my undergraduate for 4 years, and to graduate, you need 124 credits, and most of the classes have only 1 credit. So we would have our classes, we have periods from period 1 to period 6, and the classes start at 8:40 and they end at 6 p.m. So having many classes in a day was not my problem, and I don't think that it will ever be. But having some classes extending a little bit of time, that was a challenge to me. To some people it might sound like how, but I'm going to explain you this, and I think you understand it more after I explain to you. So in Japan, the professor enters in the class 5 or 10 minutes before. He prepares the board, everything, the projectors, everything, and the stick the professor is going to use, everything can be prepared by the TA if the TA is around, but some professors do everything by themselves. I don't know why, but they do it. Yeah, so the starting bell rings, the class commences that instant. And then the teacher stops teaching at exactly the time when the class is supposed to end. For the past 4 years I've been in Japan, I haven't experienced a class where the teacher exceeded time. I haven't. So the thing is that my brain has been trained to be in a class for a certain period of time. When I came here, we received a timetable, and the good thing is that the classes for about 3 weeks are always there on Canvas. It's an online system. So what I could do, I would try to look for all the classes for the first 3 days over the next week and see what we are going to study and try to connect myself to those classes and see if there is something that will be novel to me, or just to check if the knowledge matches. It might not necessarily match my understanding, but I want to see if I'm familiar with the information that we are going to study about. So I do that. So I could do that, and when I go through those classes, I don't know why, but I think my brain was trained to understand for this class, the objectives are these, you're going to cover this and this and this, and you're going to cover this in this specific period of time. For example, if the class was to take 1 hour and 15 minutes, my brain would know that I'm going to stay in this class and I'm going to remain active, because my brain tends to be active when I'm in any class. Unless, it depends. Yeah, some classes can be a little bit boring, but I noticed that my brain is active in most of the classes, if I got enough sleep. So my brain tries to be active for that time, because I saw that this class is going to take 1 hour and 15 minutes. So in that first week, the moment 1 hour and 15 minutes passed, my brain could feel like, my brain could feel like it's jammed. It's off. It's totally off, that I couldn't understand anything. And I could wake up, or my brain could become active again when the professor has finished, but I have prepared questions. And then I could ask my questions at the end. And I noticed that I could only ask questions about things that were covered in that 1 hour and 15 minutes. Beyond that time, I couldn't connect to those things. I couldn't. And at one point I was like, no, this brain, why can't you be flexible? That was becoming a problem, and it persisted for the whole week. So over the weekend, I was like, okay, what can I do about this thing? My brain shuts off when the time I saw for that class ends. So what I did was to sit down, and I told my brain, you know what? I'm going to be flexible, and I'm going to learn to stay for a longer time. So the first thing that I taught myself was to understand that this is a period of the pandemic. So expect the systems to shut down in the middle of the class. So expect the class to be extended. And I told that myself. And the other thing I did was to get a piece of paper, and I wrote, and I was like, Anne, you are actually doing a 1-year course. So I got that paper and I put it on the wall. So whenever I woke up, I saw that, oh yeah, I'm doing a 1-year course. Yeah, I'm doing a 1-year course. The other thing that I did that also helped me to get used to it so quickly was to look through the timetable for the entire week and notice all the classes that have extended times. And even if there are 2 or 3, I could try to make sure that I add 30 minutes. So I would remake that timetable for myself in my own book, and I add 30 minutes. So my brain could focus on my own timetable. And I realized that, my brain got used to it. I could stay in all the classes active. I just told my brain that, hey, my brain, this is a 1-year course. It must be intense. Please understand this and do what you're supposed to do. To be honest with you guys, my brain never messed up. I was active from the following week until we finished the qualifying exam. Yeah. So thank you so much guys for watching. In case you have any questions about my first semester, I'll be happy to share with you how it was. And in the next video, I'll be presenting to you what I liked most in my first semester, what I enjoyed most, and anything you want to hear. Yeah, so just put whatever you want to hear from me in the comment section. I'll try my best to cover that. We love you. Bye. Oh, before I go, we kindly request you support us. Just subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Thank you always. Bye.